Hey, and welcome back. I'm your host, Johnny Freeborn. You're watching Central Valley Business, and we've got a great segment lined up here with Doug Cox. Thanks so much for coming back.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Afternoon. Whatever it is. It's rainy and overcast, so we don't know where the sun is.
We need the rain.
Yeah, definitely.
It's an excuse to sit at home with your computer.
I'm sure the farmers are all happy around here. They're not having to fight Congress to get some water.
Or to pump the water, which is very expensive.
Yeah, definitely. Well, very good. So you're the Mac guy.
I am your Mac guy.
In quotes, your Mac guy.
Yes, I've spent millions of dollars on marketing. I was actually really happy to get that name. I got that name about 20 years ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was real happy to get that
So
name.
It's official then?
Well, yeah, I own it everywhere.
Yeah.
Your Mac guy at AOL, your Mac guy at Yahoo, your Mac guy at whatever. I own it all. Sign them all up.
That had to be hard to do.
No,
you just beat everyone to the punch, huh?
Yeah.
Very good.
I think it's important people own their own email address.
Yeah.
I never forget, about 15 years ago at a Mac Club meeting, we had a guy from Comcast, and at that point it was called Roadrunner or Media One or whatever it was called at the time. And this lady stood up and started screaming at the guy. She said, I just published a book and I put my email address as blah, blah, blah at medium1.com, and now you've changed all the email addresses and blah. I had to come to his defense and say, lady, you should own your own email address, and then you won't have this problem.
Yeah.
So I was very happy to get Doug at YourMacGuy.com, 20 years ago.
Clever.
Yes, and it's mine, and nobody's going to take it away from me unless I stop paying the bills, right?
So tell me about, let our viewers know what it is that you do.
What I do, I am an Apple consultant, so I take care, cradle to grave. No, I'm kidding. I will help you purchase a computer. I will help you set it up. I will train you how to use it. I will do troubleshooting, upgrading in the future. I'll even help you dispose of your old one if you need to. Okay. So basically, anything Mac, iPhones, iPads, Apple TV, etc., anything in the Mac universe. Plus, I do, of course, the networking that goes along with it, backups, sitting on printers, peripherals, etc., etc.
So you take away the headache.
Yeah, and I get it all working together. That's the biggest thing I need to do, especially nowadays, because you want the same contacts on your phone and on your iPad and on your computer.
Right.
You want your photos to be synced on all your devices, and Apple allows that, and I can help you get everything set up.
Very good. Well, for a lot of people, that's somewhat easy, but some it's not. It's a learning curve still. So you streamline that.
The whole range of users I take care of.
Very good.
Some users are really specialized, and I have one guy who it's amazing watching him work because he knows every shortcut in every language. I mean, it's
no kidding. Wow.
But he still needs me to help him upgrade and back up, and I just put a new solid-state drive in his laptop, and he's a very happy man. Made a big difference. Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Okay, so you mentioned you'll get rid of old computers or old devices.
whether it's helping find a new home or recycling. Sure.
Okay. And do people get any trade-in cash back with that, or are you just helping
pass
really
it along to the depends on the individual situation.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else do you do?
What else do I do? I'm also president of the Fresno Mac Club.
Okay.
That's kind of a job for life. Our next meeting, we always meet the first Tuesday of the month. So our next meeting is February. Don't tell me. I'll figure it out. This is exciting TV. February 7th is our next meeting.
Okay. And give or take, how many people show up to this?
We have about 100 members, and typically about 50 people show up at the meetings.
Okay.
So it's a really good experience because it's great when we have questions that people bring up great questions, and it's a help. We can help everybody out, getting those answers.
Yeah.
We have special guests. Each meeting we start with kind of basic stuff. So, setting up email or cleaning up your photos or editing photos or really basic kind of stuff.
Right.
And then we normally have a more advanced for the later time in the meeting.
Okay.
Recent guests, we've had an expert from Google,
Wow.
We've had several authors come to our Mac Club.
Okay.
Include our David Pogue. And
who's David Pogue?
David Pogue was a New York Times editor. He's won Emmy Awards for CBS Sunday Morning.
Okay.
He is the guru of Mac.
All right.
Yeah.
I should know that.
You should know. If you're a Mac guy, you should know that. You probably have his...
Anybody should know that.
You probably have his book sitting on your shelf.
Yeah.
He wrote he's the publisher of the Missing Manual series.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Moving on. Cool. So, how do you get involved with the Mac Club? What did you call it?
Fresno Mug is our website, and you can also find us on Facebook at Fresno Mug.
Now, are there dues or anything that you have to pay to be a part of this?
It's $50 a year.
$50 a year?
Yeah, so it's almost free, and we have cookies.
Oh.
Yeah, we have cookies.
Well, I could eat my weight in cookies and make up for that 50 really easy.
Yeah, best place to find us is on Facebook at Fresno Mug, and you can find me on Facebook at YourMacGuy.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, so I'm sure there's people out there that are struggling with updates from time to time. Like I was telling you earlier before the show, my iPhone, which isn't supposed to do this, has been crashing over and over.
They're almost perfect.
Yeah, almost perfect is the key here.
Yeah, I've had really, really great experience. And I've had the first I was there in line for the first iPhone, of course. Actually, I knew a guy who worked for Apple who would flash his iPhone and tease me before I could get one. I said, "Can I touch it?" "No, we can't touch it." He actually got really sick. He was traveling back and forth to China and he was a sound engineer, so he was there to check that all the phones coming off the line had proper sound, ranges and yada yada.
Interesting.
And he became exhausted and almost died. He ended up hospitalized.
Wow.
Going back and forth to China. It was
but he just picking up different bacteria and stuff like that, I guess.
Spent too much time on airplanes.
Yeah. That's like a cesspool for bacteria and infections.
Yeah, I'm glad you made it.
Changing the subject. Let's get back to the Apple stuff. So, yeah, how long have you been doing this again?
I've been doing this 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yes.
So, how can people get a hold of you again?
Well, you can, of course, call me. That's 559-277-iMac.
Again, with the great phone number, the great email.
That number was no fun.
Yeah?
When I got that number, I was excited until the creditor started calling.
Oh.
Shirley, you owe us $5,000, and we want it now. This isn't Shirley. We know Shirley's there. It's
Shirley must be there.
It went on for weeks and months. It was amazing. It was like, well, I can't change this number now.
Yeah, you're stuck. You're stuck. Maybe you can get a Google voice number or something now.
Yeah, no,
those are usually easy.
Shirley's been forgotten now. Well, no, not really. Huh? What, me carry a grudge? No.
All right, so we have a few pictures, right?
Yeah, actually, this week is exciting because it's the actual 10th anniversary of the iPhone.
Uh-huh.
And that was actually the 9th. And I was there in the room when Steve Jobs introduced the iPhone.
Yeah, I think you told us that last time. Very cool.
I cried. I was really happy.
Wow.
Really happy. After dealing with so many phones where I couldn't even sync a contact list.
Yeah.
It was just crap. So I was really happy. And here's some pictures from that Macworld, which was in 2007. So it was 10 years ago. And then he announced I couldn't get it till June. Oh, well. The watch is ringing.
Oh, you've got your, what's it called, the iWatch?
Apple Watch.
Apple Watch, yeah.
Yeah, they did that just to confuse people.
Yeah. So how does that work in culmination with your other devices? What's great about the Apple Watch?
I really like it because I can easily get texts. I can easily get phone. I can literally answer the phone on my wrist.
So you can be talking into your wrist. Okay.
It also helps with directions. It does a lot of things.
Okay.
It works very closely with your phone.
All right.
I'll tell you, it's not something I can live without, though. Not like my phone.
Yeah.
My phone is near and dear to my heart.
Now, is there a camera on the watch or anything like that, or
no?
Do you know if there's plans?
There is
in the
a camera.
Next generation?
A company has made a camera watch band.
Yeah.
So you can actually add a camera to it.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's a real Dick Tracy watch.
Okay.
It's not quite a Dick Tracy watch yet because it doesn't have a camera.
Yeah, that just boggles the mind. We're living in the Dick Tracy watch time era. Yeah, and not to mention the phone, but yeah. Anyways, what do you know about Apple's technology that's coming out? Can you give us an inside scoop on anything?
No.
No? No speculation?
Steve doesn't call me.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's sad.
You should visit a psychic. Maybe they can get in touch with them.
Well, Apple's always been super secret.
Yeah,
always.
Right.
And they learned that lesson before there was an Apple. I mean, because a computer company like 40 years ago announced, our new computer's coming out next month. They didn't sell a damn thing for a month. I mean, it's just nothing.
Yeah. Wow.
So all that stuff, all the inventory they had ended up in a landfill.
Yeah.
Who wants the old one?
Yeah.
I actually tell people now though, if the day Apple comes out with a new computer, if you want a bargain, that's the day to go get it. Get the old new one at a reduced price, and that's the only chance you got to do that.
That's what I tend to do. I get the obsolete model.
They're not obsolete, especially nowadays.
Yeah, but I've heard rumors that Apple has been known to intentionally slow down the processing or something like that. Is that true, or
I don't think they've done that since the 80s.
Okay, but they've been
like it was
known to
famous. It was famous like the LC2, which was the low cost 2, and it was slowed down and it was almost free compared to the other models. You want a cheap computer? Here you go. Here's a cheap computer.
Yeah. And I have to say, even though I've bought the older model and had a few glitches here and there, it's better than anything else that I've ever used. I've used Android.
Everything works together so well.
It syncs very well. Yep.
I think the most problems I see are people who fight the system.
Yeah.
It's like, I want an Android phone, and it's like, okay, fine. So I mean, if you really just accept.
Right.
Accept it.
Right.
It really works well.
Yeah.
But if you fight the system, you have problems.
All right. Do we have anything else to share, or are we coming to the end of this segment?
I don't know. Are you watching the clock?
Not necessarily, but I think we're going long here. But you're a hoot to talk to, so it's always a pleasure, Doug.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming back on the show. One more time, how do people get in touch with the club you were talking about?
Well, probably Facebook. That'd be the most up-to-date information on what's going on at the club.
Okay.
And that's that's Fresno Mug, which is Fresno Mac User Group. That's what the mug stands for.
Okay, makes sense now.
Yeah, and then YourMacGuy also is I'm on Facebook, of course.
Very cool. Well, make sure and get in touch with Doug Cox. He's very helpful with all of your needs, and you could definitely teach people a thing or two.
It's been a joy.
Yeah. As long as you've had your coffee, right?
Yeah, I'm a little low on coffee actually. So
Danger, Will Robinson.
I got to get this down.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Doug. Thanks again for coming.
Thank you. Enjoyed it.
All right, we'll be right back.
Was that 20 minutes?